say the Pledge of Allegiance. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
Good afternoon. My name is Shannon Tischer. I am the assistant principal for the senior class of Har-Ber High School. It is my honor and pleasure to welcome you this afternoon to the Har-Ber High School senior celebration for the class of 2013. This class has so many things to celebrate, and I am so honored that you could be here with us this afternoon.
Hey everybody, my name is Luke Burton, and I've had the privilege of being the president of this class of 2013. Our guest speaker today, I can't think of a better way to bring him in than to reference the movie The Lion King. There's a famous quote in The Lion King, not the circle of life, no, it's a different one. When Mufasa is staring down at Simba and says one thing, remember. Says remember. So, class of 2013, I want you to remember certain people at this school that have made a difference in your life. Remember what has built you to be who you are today. And so on that note, please help me in welcoming Mr. Travis Fink.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, parents and friends and family members for supporting your students for 18 years. That is the number one thing that you can give that makes the difference for them is your support. I want to thank Dr. Brackett and Dr. Rollins and the administration for allowing me to be part of the school, part of this district, and the honor of just getting to educate and influence you in any way I can. And then I want to thank you guys, the class of 2013, for letting me just be able to share a few words with you. I was told that I had about 45 minutes to fill, so, 4 to 5, right, so, okay, all right, 4 to 5. All right, so no, seriously, as I was thinking about it, I tried to reflect what could I say, what's important, what might kind of you hold on to, and after 2 years of teaching, kind of a really important thing I learned is it doesn't matter. They're not listening anyway, right? Okay, they're not listening, right? They're using their cell phones, talking. It doesn't matter. No. I really did. I thought about, 7 years ago. It was only 7 years that I was right where you are. It's a weird position because it's far enough removed that I can kind of look back now. I can just start to look back and see myself where you are. But I'm not so far removed to be, whatever. So I was trying to think, what did I learn, right? As I sat there, I remember signing my name and all the graduation announcements and on the checks that came in, right? Putting on those awesome hats and seeing Mom cry in the stands. I try to think, okay, during my high school years, what's important? What stuck out to me? Where was I influenced, or what did I learn that was beneficial? Well, I know the first thing that probably came to mind when I came up here was stud athlete, right? Okay, don't let this jacket fool you. No, I asked my wife that question the other night. I said, what do people think about me when, they meet me for the first time? She said, they probably think, yeah, I could take that guy, So, nevertheless, right, I did enjoy athletics growing up, specifically soccer. I played soccer from the time I could walk through high school, spring, fall, traveling here and there. Soccer was a really big deal. And for some reason, right, it became such a big deal for me. And on the field, like the switch just flipped, right? And I just kind of transformed into like the Hulk, just some other person where I became super aggressive, right? I would foul, I would cheap shot, trash talk, I would be dirty. I was kind of that guy, I was that jerk, like you're talking about the other team, that was me, okay? Well, of course, ultimately that mentality, that way of playing got the best of me. We were down, we were losing, I think it was to Bentonville, right? And just got to let my emotions get the best of me and just hard foul, took a guy out. Of course, I didn't think it was that bad. I get up, walk away, ref says, come here, number 8, come here. Boom, red card. Red card. What? So I freaked out, right? Stormed off the field, threw my shirt down. I just had it. I don't know what, it was not a red card. Of course, if you don't know about soccer, right, red card not only ejects you from that game, but you get the pleasure of sitting out the next game as well. Well, our coach had the rule that if you got kicked out, if you got a red card, not only could you not play the next game, you couldn't even be with the team the next game. That you couldn't even sit on the bench with the team. Oh, humbling, right? So then our next game rolled around, and I got the honor to sit in my car and watch my team from my car all alone. It's a little bit of a humbling experience. And so it was there in my car, all alone, that I noticed something. I noticed the soccer field where my kind of world was seemed really far away and really small. Well, partly because I was really far away, all the way out in the parking lot, but it was a deeper sense of smallness. And I could kind of see for the first time, right, how relatively small that game was. And it was in that moment I started to watch my team lose that I realized how insignificant the game of soccer was. And I started thinking, then why do I care so much? Why do I get so frustrated when we lose, and why do I have to win? Well, it was in that moment I realized that my identity was being found in that game. That who I was, the value that I was receiving, I was placing in that silly game of soccer. And it took me getting so wrapped up, so focused and entrenched into that game that I lost sight. And so it took me having to get ejected from the game, having to sit out and pull back before I could see the big picture. And so I learned one very important lesson. Soccer is not big enough to define me. I realized that the game of soccer could instantly be taken away, right? Soon enough, I'd be gone, graduate, never play again. And so if all that I had, if my identity, my worth, my value was found in that game and it gets taken away, then what's left, right? Who am I? And so over the next weeks and months, I had to kind of do a little soul searching. I had to figure out what the answer was to the question, what is big enough? What is strong enough to define me? I had to answer that deep, simple but foundational question, who am I? So I finished high school, went into college, and that was a theme that I had running in my mind. So, class of 2013, I want to have you think and start to answer that same question that I had to wrestle with. Who are you? What defines you as a person? What gives you value? Where is your identity? Now, of course, I could tell you what I think the answer is. I could tell you what I believe my answer is. But I've learned enough over just the last 2 years of teaching that nothing gets internalized unless you struggle with it yourself. And so I'm not going to tell you the answer, but I'm going to challenge you to answer this question, to finish the statement, I am blank. I am blank. Fill that in. Think about, for right now, for you, what is your answer? Okay? And I want you to picture whatever your answer is getting pressed upon. That life just pushes on that and it has to bear the weight of who you are. For me, it was soccer, and it wasn't strong enough to bear the weight. And so, it sounds silly to say that, like, soccer bears your identity. Of course, I'd never say that, right? If somebody asked, I'd probably give some silly answer that I didn't really believe. But that's kind of how I lived. That's kind of the internal attitude and position of my heart. And so none of you would say things like, I am just a football player. I am just a volleyball player. I am just a basketball player. You wouldn't say that, but that's how you live your life. Some of you define yourself through your abilities. Oh, I can play music. Oh, I can sing. I'm good at writing, right? I'm a good actor. Some of you get your identity from your academic performance. I'm smart. I'm an honor student. Some of you get your identity by what you think it's going to be, your college major. Oh, I'm going to be an engineer. I'm going to be in the business college. I'm going to be a communications major. I'm going to be a slacker. Oh, wait, I already said communications major. Oh. Right? Some of you might get your identity from how you look. Should I have curly hair? Should I have short hair? Should I wear this shirt, that shirt? Okay, these shoes, that purse. What do I look like? What do people perceive me? If people don't perceive me the right way, then I have no value. The car I drive, the phone I have, skinny jeans, baggy jeans, I don't know, right? We get our identity from those things. We feel that we only have value as long as we have valuables. We let our possessions define us. Some of you are identified by kind of characteristics or traits, right? I'm funny, huh? I'm the jokester, right? Oh, I'm serious. I'm the silly one. I'm the interesting one. All right? I'm adventurous. I'm outgoing. We let those things, those personality traits, kind of become the sole being of who we are. Now, let me get that straight. There's nothing wrong with those things, and those are actually good things. But let me have you listen and hear this. Those things, although they're good, your talents, your abilities, your likes, they can explain you, but don't let them define you. Okay? They can explain who you are, but they don't define you as a human being. So, if you let your possessions, your money, your gifts, your talents, your looks be your sole source of value, you have cheapened your worth immensely. So my hope is for all of you that you would truly examine yourself. You would determine who you are and what you are letting define you and see if it's big enough, right? Decide if it can carry the weight of who you are. For me, soccer was definitely not big enough. And my guess is that all of you are, in a way, either big or small, letting something define you that's not big enough. Remember, it's not what you do that determines who you are. It's not what you do that determines who you are, but it's who you are that determines what you do. So as you move forward, right, in this awesome, exciting time, this crazy, wild journey that we all call life, come to terms with who you are and what you let define you. With all the passion and the zeal that you can have, make a meaningful impact on the lives of those around you. Seniors, this is such an exciting time. You're going to have new beginnings, new opportunities, new experiences, new sights and smells. Experience them, enjoy them, live in them. Right? Whether you're going to college or to work, to the military or somewhere else, enjoy this transition period. You've made it. Excellent. Congratulations. But as you move forward, truly ask yourself, who am I? Seniors, congratulations, right? You've done a great job. Now go and be more than you ever thought or dreamed you can be. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations.
My name is Danny Brackett, and I'm honored to be the principal of Har-Ber High School, and I also want to welcome you today. I would also like to welcome some special guests. First of all, from our central office team, in the back, Dr. Don Love, Assistant Superintendent for Secondary Curriculum. Let's welcome him, please. Dr. Marsha Jones, the Associate Superintendent for Curriculum in the district. And Mr. Hartzell Jones, the Associate Superintendent for Personnel, also in the back. And before these lights blinded me, I was able to identify at least one board member who's been a special part of our entire career at Har-Ber High School. And I'd like to welcome Mr. David Van Beber, one of the Board of Education members as well. Would you please stand? Even though I probably can't see you, if there are any other board members in the audience, would you please stand as well at this time? Did anybody stand up? Mr. Owenby. Thank you, Mr. Owenby. I still can't see you, but they told me who you were. Thank you. We're honored to have you here today, and it's also an honor to also introduce you to the superintendent of schools. Dr. Jim Rollins has been in our district for 32 years. He has been the superintendent of schools most of that time. He has overseen the addition of many new schools, but he's an integral part of the work that's happened here at Har-Ber High School. And seniors, I hope that you're honored and blessed to have Dr. Rollins in our attendance today. Please welcome him.
This is a very special day. It's a special day, I know, for these seniors. It's a special day for moms and dads and families and friends and just community partners who've all contributed to make this day so very special. Seniors, we believe in you. You represent our work. You represent our hopes and dreams for you. We know that you will make a great contribution as you go forward, as you continue to understand and define who you are. It is such a privilege for me personally to be here. I'm so very proud of the partnership that exists. I want you to think for just a moment of the great teachers that have helped you get here today. I want you to think for just a moment of your family, your moms and dads and grandparents and friends who've helped you get here today. And I want you to think about all of those who've helped contribute to your future through donations of scholarships and investment in each of you. And before we go further, seniors, I want you to thank all of these who've helped you get here today. Will you do that for me with your applause, please? This class is so very special. Those of us who are privileged to work in the schools get to see them apply themselves, to test themselves, to compete in every imaginable way, and these young people are absolutely phenomenal. Guests, all of our special guests, please help recognize this graduating class. The Springdale school system is one of the great school systems in our state. It is our goal as a team, as a community, to create a world-class school system in our community. Let me just give you some examples to illustrate the progress that we're making and the contribution that these seniors have been a part of. Our Har-Ber East program has been recognized nationally, #1 in the nation, 2 of the last 5 years. Will you recognize our Har-Ber East group? Our Har-Ber speech and debate team competes not only with other high schools, but with colleges and universities, and they win. They do exceptionally well. Recognize our speech and debate team, will you? Our band and choir are among the best in the nation. Please recognize the Har-Ber Band and Har-Ber Choir. Under the leadership of Dr. Brackett and this team, the Arkansas Advanced Initiative in Math and Science had its beginning here at Har-Ber High School. We were one of the first groups, and they have led with distinction. Recognize our advanced students in math and science. I love our Har-Ber FFA. These kids represent agribusiness at the highest level. Those blue coats are special to all of us who are privileged to be a part of that. Recognize our FFA. I was at a state meeting just a few days ago. Students in this class from Har-Ber High School were first in the state in economic competition. Will you recognize our economic literacy and the great work that's going on here? And I'll just select one other, but I could talk about dozens and dozens of other great examples. Our construction management program, which is on display. If you drive around the school, you'll see the application, the project learning of these seniors as they construct homes and prepare themselves for their next steps. Please recognize the great work of our kids in construction management. Well, I'll conclude with those examples, and they are great examples, but there's so many others. Seniors, as superintendent of schools in the Springdale School District, I want to thank each of you for the contribution that you've made in terms of leading this school toward educational excellence. You are phenomenal. We have the greatest hope for you. All of us, everyone in this room, wish you the very best, and we absolutely cannot wait to see the contribution that you will make to help make our communities, our state, the nation, and the world better. Congratulations.
I've been informed by some people that could see a little better than me that it was Mr. Jeff Williams who is joining us today. Is that you, Mr. Williams? I can't see. It is. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all welcome Board of Education member Jeff Williams as well, please. I have the privilege and honor to identify special honors for this class of 2013. To qualify as an honor graduate, there are 85 Har-Ber seniors that have completed the college preparatory or SMART core curriculum, which includes a fourth math beyond Algebra 2. They also included chemistry or physics, plus 2 years of the same foreign language, at least 2 advanced placement courses. In addition, they must earn a final cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or higher based on their high school academic record in grades 9 through 12. Completion of 2 to 3 AP courses is signified as honors, 4 to 5 AP courses is high honors, and 6 or more AP courses is highest honors. Our honor graduates are recognized by name at graduation in the program, and also they will wear gold honor cords. At this time, I would invite all 85 honor graduates to please stand for our applause. Thank you. You may be seated. There are 2 Har-Ber High School students who were honored as they represented our school at the Arkansas Governor's School Scholars Day. These 2 students are the top graduates of this class. The governor hosts the top graduates from across the state at the mansion each May. These top graduates are determined by their honor graduate status and their high school cumulative grade point average. This time, I would like to honor Unica England and Elizabeth Larson. Please stand up. Each October, juniors take the PSAT test, and in doing so, they may qualify to enter the National Merit Scholarship Program. If their score meets or exceeds the selection index score, they could be identified as a National Merit winner. This student was recognized as a National Merit finalist for exceptional academic promise demonstrated by outstanding performance on the PSAT and SAT and overall scholastic achievement. Please join me in honoring Alex Stillwell. This student was recognized as a National Merit semifinalist for academic promise demonstrated by outstanding performance on the PSAT, the SAT, and scholastic achievement. Please help me honor Brandon Sorensen. The National Achievement Scholarship Program also honors promising Black American students for their outstanding participant in the Achievement Scholarship Program. Please join me in honoring Unica England and Sam Rainey. The Arkansas Times is a weekly newspaper published in Little Rock, announces the state academic all-star team each spring. This is the only statewide publication recognizing outstanding students from across the state. This student was also named the Northwest Arkansas newspaper's all-academic team. There are nominees in the four-county Northwest Arkansas region are judged on academic performance, community service, and overall contribution to their school. And this student will be featured in this upcoming Sunday edition of the newspaper. Please help me honor Luke Burton. The DAR Good Citizen Award is sponsored by the National Society of Daughters of the American Revolution. The DAR Good Citizen must possess the qualities for dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism. This year, the Har-Ber faculty selected, and we would like for you to join us in honoring Peyton Hamby. And every year, the Kiwanis Youth Excellence Award is sponsored by the Fayetteville Noon Kiwanis. This award goes to Northwest Arkansas students who demonstrate their life a desire to overcome challenges and to put others before self and to achieve excellence. It is the human cause accomplishments of these youthful citizens that touch the hearts and lives of those around them. The Har-Ber faculty this year selected, and we'd like to ask you to join us in honoring Nathan Hernandez. And we ask your patience as we continue the presentations of awards throughout the afternoon. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Colleen Foster. I'm the lead counselor here at Har-Ber. Today, in our scholarship presentations, we are pleased to have several guests that will be presenting scholarships and awards to Har-Ber seniors. Each presenter will introduce themselves and name the recipient of the scholarship, read the criteria of their scholarship or award, and lead in applause. Seniors, those of you that are seated on stage, if you will come forward when your name is called. Then after the presentation, you may exit the stage with the presenter to have a photo taken. We have 2 local scholarships that we were not able to have presenters come today, and so they asked us to present, so I will begin. I would like Zachary B. Tucker to come forward. Zachary is being honored with a scholarship by John Tyson Elementary to help with his college education. Would Bethany Bain, Dariana Ward, and Dayanara Ward come forward? One of the generous benefactors that provide scholarships to Har-Ber High School graduates and Springdale High School graduates are the Jack and Glenna Hellstern scholarships. And this year, these awards of $1,000 each are being awarded to Bethany, Dariana, and Dayanara. Okay, the Ward girls have been in my stead for 3 years, and I still get them confused. So I will not exit the stage with them to have the picture made, but we will now begin with the rest of our presenters. Thank you.
Again, congratulations to all the graduating class, the parents, the grandparents, our faculty and staff. Thank you for everything you do, all your hard work. The Westfield Chapel Excellence Scholarship is going to be awarded to Kaylee Wright. Kaylee, if you would, please join me. Kaylee is the daughter of Mark and Coach Sandy Wright. We didn't hold that against her when we selected her for this. I'm Mark Robinson, and I'm representing Westfield Chapel Funeral Home, located here in Springdale, Arkansas. This scholarship is given in memory and in honor of our founder, David Fulfer. Kaylee plans to attend the University of Arkansas and get a double major in poultry science and in teaching. Hopefully, she will be on the University of Arkansas poultry team and win a national championship there for us whenever she gets there. Kaylee's been active in Cross Church, an FCA leader, Principals Leadership Team, the FFA, winner of the Tyson Achievement Award, all while maintaining a 4-point grade average this year and a 3.3 overall. Of course, Kaylee's been an outstanding basketball player. I'm not sure that she really had a choice because she's been a gym rat ever since she was old enough to walk. This year, she was named All-Conference, All-State Tournament Team, Kerm Dream Team, Northwest Arkansas Area Team, the Democrat Gazette 3rd Team, and voted captain of her team. I'd like to introduce our president, Colby Fulfer.
At Westfield Chapel Funeral Home, we've tried to operate on two principles. The first is based off of a scripture in Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10, and that is, whatever your hand finds to do, do it with excellence. And the second is a quotation by a minister in the 19th century. His name was Phillips Brooks. And the quotation was also referenced by President John F. Kennedy, and it says, "Do not pray for easier lives, pray to become stronger men." And those are two important factors for us in deciding what student would receive this scholarship award. We wanted to make sure that we found a student that excelled in the classroom and outside of the classroom as well, and Kaylee has proven that to be so. So Kaylee, we want to present you with, it's the first ever Westfield Chapel Excellence in Leadership and Service Award. And we want to make sure that this isn't just a scholarship, but it's an investment into your future. And the greatest commodity in this world are people. And so we want, as Westfield Chapel Funeral Home, to invest in your future.
Kaylee, I know your mom's proud of you, your dad's proud of you. We're all very proud of you. I'm especially proud of you. How you've carried yourself through the years, not only talk the talk, but you walked your walk in your Christian life. Always with your honesty and integrity and that beautiful smile. So congratulations, Kaylee. It's my honor and privilege to present you our first scholarship.
Would Knox Monroe Griffin, Gunnar Parks Kemp, Ashley Ann Carvin, Zachary Stewart DeShazo, Victoria Ann Hodge, Brittany Renee Jackson, David Jeffrey Carr, Ivy Dawn Platt, and Tyler Robert Smolensky please join us? Good afternoon. My name is Juanita Franklin, and I am here along with my colleague Jorge Almaral to represent Northwest Arkansas Community College. On behalf of the college, I would like to present Griffin Knox and Kemp Gunnar. I'm sorry, I'm mixing up your names. I'm transposing them. Gunnar Kemp with the Northwest Arkansas Community College Presidential Scholarship in the amount of $350. Students who receive this award are recognized as having a GPA of 3.0 or higher, high academic achievements, personal involvement with organizations in our community, and are interested in obtaining a degree or certificate from Northwest Arkansas Community College. Help me congratulate them, please.
Hello, my name is Jorge Amaral, and I'm Director of Early College Experience at the Community College. And Northwest Arkansas Rising Scholars recognizes students who have excelled in concurrent courses at Northwest Arkansas Community College. Students can take classes on our campus, but also here at Har-Ber High School through early college experience, or at NTI through our secondary career center. To receive this award, graduating seniors must enroll in at least 12 college credit hours and maintain a 3.0 NWAC grade point average. So I would like to recognize these students then for their achievement, and we have a certificate and a medal for them. Thank you. Oh boy. Oh boy. It worked during the rehearsal. No, it didn't. No rehearsal. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Juanita. And I also would like to recognize Har-Ber High School for their support and the support of our faculty, Mrs. Gray, Mrs. Waits, and also our counseling staff and our administration as an early college experience school. So I would like to present Mrs. Foster for all of her help and support. Thank you. All right. Congratulations, everybody.
Will Carol Calderon please join us at the stage? Good afternoon. My name is Evan Johnson, and this is my brother Isaac Johnson, and we are presenting on behalf of the Kevin Johnson Memorial Scholarship Fund. As many of y'all know, our dad was a coach and teacher in the Springdale School District for 8 years, and this school district has played a big role and a big part of our dad's life. And one of the things he really desired was an opportunity for students to go to college. So this scholarship was made in his memory from his passion and love for student athletes. A recipient of this scholarship has to demonstrate responsibility, leadership, a good work ethic, all while maintaining a good GPA. With that said, we present the Kevin Johnson Memorial Scholarship of $1,000 to Carol Calderon.
Good afternoon. My name is Trent Jones, and I am joined on the stage by my brother Jason Hayward. And our other brother Jacob Hayward is not here today, but he sends his respects. At this time, we'd like to invite Bethany Bain to join us on the stage, please. The family of Mr. Hartzell Jones wishes to honor his 44 years of service to the Springdale School District with a scholarship titled the Scholarship of Promise and Potential. We believe that this is a fitting tribute to his role as Deputy Superintendent for Personnel with the responsibility for hiring thousands of teachers in the spirit of promise and potential.
Candidates for this scholarship are specifically selected because they demonstrate the unique promise and potential to accomplish their goals. On behalf of our entire family, we congratulate Bethany as being the very first student at Har-Ber High School to be recognized with this newly established scholarship of promise and potential in honor of Mr. Hartzell Jones. Best wishes to you in your future.
Hello, my name is Ron Bowman with Harp's Food Stores, and I'm here to present a Harp's Scholarship Award to Chase Colvin. Chase, could you come forward? Chase was chosen for this award not only for his academic accomplishments in school, but also his contribution where he works at one of our stores here at Har-Ber Meadows. And found out today this is his anniversary. He's been with us for 2 years at our store. Chase is the son of Sandy Colvin and Paul Colvin Jr. And Chase plans on attending the University of Arkansas in the fall. Congratulations, Chase.
Good afternoon, parents, faculty, and graduating seniors. If I could, I'd like to have Colin Richardson to join me at the podium, please. My name is Mike Greenhall. I work also with Harp's Food Stores, where we operate 72 stores, and we operate in Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri. And we currently have over 3,700 associates that work for our stores as well as our home office and distribution center. Each year, Harps awards several scholarships to seniors who either work at one of our stores or their parents that work at our general office or the distribution center. This year, Colin is receiving one of those scholarships, and that is due to his father, Sam Richardson, who works at the Harps Distribution Center along with myself. Sam has been with our company now for 17 years, and he's responsible for all the health and beauty care products that you find in our stores. In looking at all the potential candidates that receive HARP scholarships, our Human Resource Department basically evaluates each candidate, and they base the scholarships upon need, upon their ATC scores, their overall GPA, and what other outside activities that the student may participate in. In looking over Colin's achievements over the last 3 years at Har-Ber, Colin has achieved an ACT score of over 22. He'll graduate with over a 3-point GPA. He's also been a member for the past 3 years of Har-Ber football and baseball teams. And most recently, he's received honorable mention all-conference team in baseball. While only playing those 2 sports for the last 3 years, Colin has also found time to be involved in DECA. And maybe even more important than all that, he's been very active in his youth group at Cross Church. Colin plans on attending Connor State Junior College this fall, where he'll be majoring in business. And he has plans on pursuing baseball at the college level. Please join me in giving Colin a round of applause as he closes out this chapter of his high school life and he begins his new life in college. Thank you.
Will Oscar Baez and Fernando Vasquez join me up front, please? Good afternoon. My name is Robbie Cornelius, and I'm the Student Service Coordinator at Northwest Technical Institute. It is my pleasure on behalf of Northwest Institute to offer a full tuition scholarship to one of our diploma programs to both Oscar and Fernando.
Hello, I'd like to ask Jordan Jarrow to please join me at the podium. I'm Tina Phillips. I'm here today representing the Springdale School Nutrition Association. With the hard work of our dedicated cafeteria staff members throughout the district, we were able to give 7 scholarships this year. That's more than we've given in the past. Congratulations, and I wish you the best of luck on behalf of School Nutrition Association in your journey and continuing your education.
Good afternoon. Will Kayla Harmon please join me at the podium? Good afternoon. My name is Linda Hicklin, and I'm representing J.B. Hunt Elementary today. And today we are very pleased to present to Kayla Harmon our very first ever J.B. Hunt Elementary scholarship to a student who has attended Hunt Elementary, who left us very, very special memories. Kayla, we would like to present to you today a $1,000 scholarship. Congratulations. Would Rachel Lee please join me at the podium? My name is Dina Duckworth, and I'll be presenting to Rachel the Dr. Dwight D. Duckworth Most Improved Scholarship. And this scholarship, the applicants had to prove improvement, and we looked at community involvement, personal growth, academic achievement, and additionally, the applicant had to demonstrate that in their application that there had been growth and advancement and improvement during the high school career in those areas. So we are delighted to present Rachel with this $500 scholarship. Rachel is the daughter of Patrick and Marla Lee, and Rachel plans to attend UCA to pursue a career in physical therapy. Let's graduate, Rachel.
Tristan Bradley, please come forward. On behalf of the United States Navy, Recruiting Station Fayetteville takes pleasure in presenting this certificate to Tristan Bradley. You have successfully passed the required mental, moral, and physical examination required for enlistment into the United States Navy. You have now begun the journey of becoming a sailor, shipmate, and proud member of the United States Navy, as well as the armed services. With this comes challenges and privileges, one of which is the post-9/11 Montgomery GI Bill, a scholarship valued at over $108,000 that is accepted nationwide. We are pleased to reward you with this scholarship in return for your services.
Austin Anderson and Jonathan Temple, will you please join me at the podium? This is a certificate of enlistment for joining the United States Air Force. Both of these young men will be granted a full scholarship to the public-funded college of their choice. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. My name is Sergeant O'Neill with the United States Marine Corps. Today, I'm going to be recognizing a couple individuals. First, I need Blake Tucker, Kaylee Wright, up here, please, and Jason Potts. We're going to be doing push-ups. I'm just kidding. Blake, you've been distinguished. You're a distinguished athlete. What that means, and Kaylee Wright, you're a distinguished athlete as well. What that means to the Marine Corps is not that you're just a great athlete, but off the football field or baseball field or the sport that you play, you bring a team together. It means a lot. So I'm going to hand these to you. 22 pull-ups. All three of you are going to sign a contract after this. Jason Potts. This is pretty big. This is a Music Excellence Award, okay? This is huge. United States Marine Corps, we have the President's Own. We play for the President of the United States and a Commandant of the Marine Corps in a band. So when it comes to music and being recognized from the Marine Corps is kind of a big deal. And Mr. Potts has been recognized by General Gray of the United States Marine Corps for music excellence. So this is huge. So I'm just going to give that to him along with a contract. We do a pull-up competition. I remember Mr. Potts did, I believe, like 22 pull-ups in the cafeteria here. Never told me he was into music at all. Okay. Next, I have a scholarship for Jay Hill for $85,000. Where are you, Jay? You got to get louder than that. I'm going to be real quick about it. Hey, sometimes the world gets chaotic, and we need someone to go out there, meet chaos, and control it, and break the tipping point. And I can't think of anyone better than Jay Hill. He comes to work training. He distinguishes himself amongst a lot of other applicants in Northwest Arkansas. So I'm very proud of him. So let's clap. Come here, Jay. And that's it. You guys have a good day. Thank you for having me.
May I please have Shannon Brown, Bridget Burton, and Reagan Hughes come forward. I'm Joanna Williams, and I'm a member of the Springdale Kiwanis Club. And if you know anything about Kiwanis, you know that it's our job to change the world one child and one community at a time. So at this time, I'd like to present to each of these young ladies a $1,000 scholarship.
Would Rachel Lovell please join us?
The Har-Ber High School Parent Teacher Student Organization presents a $500 scholarship each year to a deserving senior for outstanding academics, citizenship, and character, and who has a definite vision for him or herself in the future. All of our applicants this year were very well qualified. It was a very rough decision to make, but we are pleased to announce that Rachel Lovell is our Har-Ber High School PTSO Scholar for this year.
Will Allison Kajawa please join us at the podium? I'm Sydney Pierce, and I'm here with my family to present the Karen Hobson Pierce Memorial Scholarship, which is given in memory of my mom. My mom was an elementary music teacher at George Bayari in Walker Elementary for 18 years. She touched hundreds of lives during her career that was cut short 2 years ago when she lost her battle to pancreatic cancer. It is our desire to keep her memory alive through the rewarding of this scholarship for $1,000. Recipients of this scholarship must have had my mom for a music teacher for at least 1 year. This recipient today writes, I remember Mrs. Pierce's ever-present enthusiasm and love of teaching music to her students. Without the music seed Mrs. Pierce planted in me at a young age, I might not have discovered the true passion I have for it.
Will the following students please come up here to the podium? Crystal Hernandez, Kimberlyn Polanco, Fabiola Soto, and Alexis Arenas. My name is Barbara Arnold, and I'm the migrant tutor at Har-Ber High School, Springdale High School, and the Archer Learning Center. The Migrant Education Program offers a scholarship to Crowder College in Neosho, Missouri. It's called the CAMP Scholarship, and it pays all expenses for a full year of college. Selection for this award is based on good character, academic effort, financial need, and being the first in your family to go to college. This year, Har-Ber High School has 4 winners. Please help me congratulate Crystal, Kimberlyn, Fabiola, and Alexis.
Good afternoon. Could Reagan Hughes, Ashlyn Keys, Sarah Bruns, Naomi Caldera, Rachel Lee, Camille Birchfield, Jennifer Mamikos, and Carlos Udave join me on stage? I'm Jonathan Vest, Assistant Director of Admissions at the University of Central Arkansas. Honored to be here today to represent UCA. Before I announce the scholarships, I do want to announce that UCA, in response to the drop in the amount that the lottery scholarship is providing to students, will be giving every student who qualifies for the academic challenge or the lottery scholarship an additional $750 for their freshman year. But the students on stage have earned an academic or a performance scholarship based on ACT score or their musical performance. Reagan Hughes is receiving a leadership scholarship valued at $6,000. I'll hand it to you later. Okay. Ashlyn Keys is also receiving a leadership scholarship valued at $6,000. The following students are receiving a university scholarship valued at $12,000. Sarah Bruns, Naomi Caldera, Rachel Lee, and Camille Birchfield. Jennifer Mamikos is receiving an excellent scholarship valued at $26,000. And Carlos Udave is receiving a music scholarship valued at $12,000. Congratulations to all the seniors. You've got much to be proud of. Thank you.
The winner of the $1,000 Debbie Hofferth HARP Scholarship is Elizabeth Espenchad. Elizabeth, would you come forward? Good afternoon. My name is Roger Collins. I'm CEO at Harp's Food Stores. The Debbie Hofferth HARP Scholarship was established in memory of Debbie Hofferth, a longtime Harp's associate and a 1980 Springdale grad. Debbie worked for Harp's for over 20 years. She was a dedicated member of our team and a wonderful person. We all miss her very much. I'm honored today to be joined by Debbie's husband, David, and Debbie's daughter, Jessica, both also Springdale grads. Elizabeth will be studying nursing at Oklahoma Baptist. Congratulations.
Hello and good afternoon. If I could please have Carter Henson join me at the podium. My name is Mitch Stiles. I work for Ozarks Electric Cooperative, and each year I have the privilege to travel around to the 19 high schools in our service territory to present scholarships. So it's my honor today to present a $1,000 scholarship to Mr. Henson.
Good afternoon. I'm Susan Buchanan, principal at Helen Tyson Middle School, and I'd like for Jordan Blagencool to come up and also Arden Hall to come to the podium, please. The first scholarship I'm awarding is our PTO, Helen Tyson Middle School PTO scholarship. And this scholarship goes to Jordan Plegancool. And Jordan wrote to us, attending Helen Tyson Middle School was such a transitional point in my life. And I learned so many things from going there. It was my first public school, and I really only knew one person when I walked in the front door that first day. The teachers, staff, and students, though, were able to accept me with open arms, and they made me feel like I belonged there and was destined to be a Helen Tyson Hornet. She says she looks back and to see how much her hard work, perseverance, and determination can help one to achieve anything that they set out to do. And so now she is looking forward with that same determination at a future that is exciting and full of new challenges and learning experiences. And our PTO would like to award our scholarship to Jordan Plegancool. Helen Tyson also has a college-bound scholarship, and that scholarship is going to Arden Hall. And we hope that you've been encouraged along the way to continue to be lifelong learners. College Bound Club encourages students as early as 6th grade to look forward to the future and dedicate their efforts to attain a post-secondary education. We are glad to offer this scholarship to Arden Hall.
Wow, that's a lot of you guys out there. So who's ready to go? Nobody? Okay, first of all, we're going to start this off right. Hey, when I ask a question, I need for you guys to respond, okay? In the military, when I ask a question, everybody says hua. Hua means yes, hua means no, hua means I understand. Hua? This is Bentonville, right? You guys are Bentonville, right? Okay, all right, my fault. Where are we? Oh, okay. So you guys are like Har-Ber? So you guys are Har-Ber, right? There you go. See, it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard. Guys, my name is Master Sergeant Aldridge. I'm with the Arkansas Army National Guard. To my left, we have Sergeant Jordan. He's your local recruiter here, and we are here to honor 2 students today. First is going to be Chelsea Hartman and James Griffin. These individuals have joined the Arkansas Army National Guard, and they're receiving a scholarship in the amount of $50,420. Cool? See?
Will the following students please join me at the podium? Michaela Berg, Ashley Carvin, Leslie Castro, Ashley Duckworth, Daniel George, Kristen Gresham, Paulina Guzman, Carter Hinson, Victoria Hodge, Rachel Humphreys, Sarah LaChance, Taylor Meadors, Cindy Mick, Abigail Ruvalcaba, and Tara Saley. Hi, I'm from John Brown University. My name is Lauren Pemberton. I know you guys have all worked with Joey Morningstar, so you're probably wondering who I am. He couldn't be here today, so he sent me, wanted to make sure you got recognition. So we're going to hand out certificates to you. The first student, Michaela Berg, she received a scholarship for $11,000 for the 2013-14 school year. These are all based on academic and or need-based scholarships. Ashley Carvin, $10,000. Leslie Castro, $9,000. Ashley Duckworth, $5,500. Daniel George, $13,000. Kristen Gresham, $12,000. Paulina Guzman, $9,000. Carter Hinson, $9,000. Victoria Hodge, $5,000. Rachel Humphreys, $9,500. Sarah LaChance received $9,000 from JBU and $14,000 from the women's soccer team. Taylor Meadors, $8,500. Cindy Mick, $9,500. Abigail Ruvalcaba, $9,000, and Tara Saley, $13,000. Please join me in congratulating them. Sorry, we had a lot, so.
Would Kaylee Wright and Luke Van Bever please come forward? I'm Steve Smith, president of the Rodeo of the Ozarks, and on behalf of the Springdale Benevolent Foundation and the Rodeo of the Ozarks, I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate you guys on being the recipient of our foundation scholarship. This is a 4-year scholarship at $1,000 per year. It is awarded to students that are pursuing a career in agriculture. And I understand both of you guys are poultry science majors or soon to be. And we give this award to throughout several schools throughout Northwest Arkansas to different students. But Har-Ber High School, this is the first, and this is the only school that we've awarded to 2 people in the same year. And so that says a lot for you guys, for your ag department, and for your school. And I'd like to congratulate you guys.
Good afternoon. I'm Chris Steckline, the Executive Director of the Springdale Public Schools Education Foundation. I'd like Caitlin English to join me, please. On behalf of the Foundation Board of Directors and the Springdale Schools Alumni Foundation Board of Directors, I'm very pleased and honored to award Caitlin a scholarship, the Martha Langford Alumni Scholarship. It will award $1,000 each of the first 2 semesters of college. Congratulations.
Can Zachary DeShazo come to the podium, please? And we just figured this out in line. My name is Stacy Plumley. I'm the assistant principal at Young Elementary School. And I'm here representing Bernice Young and Bernice Young's PTA.
And I'm Angela Coates, principal at Hellstrom Middle School, and this is Michelle Cook, our PTO president.
And as we were standing in line, we both realized that Zachary is going to be the recipient of both awards today. So we came out together, and from Bernice Young PTA, he will be awarded $500.
And Hellstrom Middle School, we were lucky to receive 26 wonderful essays from both of our great Springdale high schools. But Zach's really stood out head and shoulders above all the others, along with Zach's incredible middle school years where he showed discipline and determination throughout his time being a hero. And we feel really confident, Zach, that you're going to continue doing that as you go to college. Will you give Zach another round of applause?
Nathan Hernandez, would you join me, please? My name is Bruce Ritter, and I'm here representing the United States Military Academy at West Point. I'm a proud graduate of the United States Military Academy at West Point, and I serve as the liaison officer for the Military Academy for the 3rd Congressional District. The mission of the Military Academy is to develop leaders of character for our United States Army and for our nation. And when most of you think of West Point, you think of some of those great military leaders: Lee, Grant, Pershing, Patton, Bradley, Eisenhower, MacArthur, the list goes on and on. But West Point's also an outstanding academic institution. The 3 top Rhodes Scholarship colleges in the United States are Harvard, Yale, and Princeton. Right behind them is West Point. And West Point produces all those Rhodes Scholarships with a student enrollment of 4,000 people. And so we're very proud of our academic achievements over the years. I believe that Nathan is the first Har-Ber graduate to ever have been nominated to West Point, and for that, all of us need to take great pride. In my role as liaison officer West Point, I recruit all the various high schools in the 3rd Congressional District, and I've met a lot of young men and women who are competing for this award. This year's class, we had about 15,000 students apply. We had about 3,000 who became fully qualified, and they haven't decided on the final number yet, but somewhere between 1,000 and 1,100 students will join Nathan in his class. Statistically speaking, it's the hardest school in America to gain entry to. And Nathan is an exceptional candidate. He has a tremendous record of academic achievement, leadership, and exceptional character. And I'm real proud of the fact that, what was that school you turned down? I'm sorry? U of A. Was there any others? No. Okay. Anyway, we got him out of Arkansas. We're going to take him to West Point. We're going to make him a leader and an officer. And the value of this scholarship, fully loaded, approaches $500,000. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Can I have Luke Burton and Peyton Hamby join me? The U.S. Army Reserve National Scholar Athlete Award was created in 1981 by the United States Army Reserve to honor top students. More than 200,000 high school students have received the Scholar Athlete Award, so today's recipients join a long list of distinguished scholar athletes, students who are team captains, debate champions, student officers, community leaders, and Olympic athletes, students who have put forth the extra effort to be Army strong. The two students whom the Army Reserve honors this year have achieved the winning combination, excellence in both academics and athletics. They have achieved a balance that many people aspire to, but only a handful have achieved. This year's recipients are Luke Burton and Peyton Hanby.
Would former Walker Wildcat Arden Hall please join me? My name is Dondi Freisinger. I'm the proud principal at Walker Elementary School, and it is my honor to present the Fratsky Mabry Walker PTA Scholarship in the amount of $500 to Miss Arden Hall.
Bethany Bain. Hi. My name is Ellen Rainey, and I'm a teacher at Har-Ber High School, and I'm here to present Bethany with the Springdale Education Association, the SEA scholarship for $500. It's for a student who's going to pursue the area of teaching in college.
Good afternoon, Har-Ber High School students, parents, faculty, and friends. My name is Matt Mustaine, and I'm an admissions counselor with the University of Arkansas. I'm honored to be here today to honor the achievements of the class of 2013, in particular those seniors who have been awarded scholarships to the University of Arkansas. My list may not include all the scholarships awarded by the University of Arkansas, but it does have a majority of the academic and departmental scholarships, and we have awarded over $350,000 to these students today, so that's quite an accomplishment. Students, as I call your name, if you will, just come line up across stage. We have quite a few of them today, so bear with me. But receiving the National Merit Scholarship is Alexander Stillwell. Recipients of the U of A Arkansas Alumni Association Rhodes Scholarship is Sanjini Bargeva, Zachary DeShazo, and Ellie Williams. Recipients of the University of Arkansas Band Scholarship include Catherine Fields, Ashlyn Berry, Alyssa Fernandez, Natalie Irvin, Christopher Magnus, and Mitchell Vaught. A recipient of the University of Arkansas Bumpers College Departmental Scholarship is Kaylee Wright. Receiving the University of Arkansas Chancellor's Community Scholarship is Luke Burton, Zachary DeShazo, Haley McCarver, and Jordan West. Receiving the University of Arkansas Chancellor's Scholarship is Alexander Stillwell. Receiving the University of Arkansas Choir Scholarship is Ashlyn Berry. Receiving the University of Arkansas Freshman Academic Scholarship is Jaden Anderson, Hannah Ash, Bethany Bain, Jacob Barrows, Ashlyn Berry, Sanjini Bargeva, Sydney Black, Amelia Dalton, Ashley Gray, Kristen Griffin, Kayla Harmon, Daniel Hardigan, Mason Herndon, David Carr, Madison Lyle, Catherine Meeks, Sarah Newhouse, Evan Payne, Ivy Platt, Alexander Pont, got a few more, Preston Ross, Savannah Setter, Tyler Smolinski, Brendan Sorensen, Blake Taylor, I think we may have to start a second row here in just a second, Zachary Tucker, Mitchell Vaught, Jesse Will, Blake Williams, and Ellie Williams. Receiving the University of Arkansas Honors College Academy Scholarship is Jordan Plegenkuhl. Receiving the University of Arkansas Inspirational Singer Scholarship is Josh Hoover. Receiving the University of Arkansas Leadership Scholarship is Joseph Burns, Natalie Irvin, and Mason Thomason. Receiving the University of Arkansas Music Choir Program Scholarship is Josh Hoover. Receiving the University of Arkansas Percussion Music Scholarship is Evan Carlton. Receiving the University of Arkansas Poultry Science Scholarship is Haley Bumgarner, Kayla Harmon, Morgan Stevens, Luke Van Beber, and Kaylee Wright. Receiving the University of Arkansas Razorback Bridge Scholarship is Marcelo Tinajero. And our final scholarship, the University of Arkansas Silas Hunt Scholarship, is going to Carol Calderon. Congratulations to these students on behalf of the University of Arkansas. It was an honor to be here, so congratulations, guys. And we're off to pictures.
I'm Lisa Salisbury, counselor at Har-Ber High. Over 200 Har-Ber seniors have applied for scholarships through the Arkansas Department of Higher Education. This includes the Arkansas Academic Challenge Scholarship, nicknamed the Lottery Scholarship, which is currently worth up to $14,000 if attending a four-year university. As a reminder, seniors who have not yet applied have until June 1st to do so. As time does not permit us to recognize each of these students individually, we ask that all seniors who will receive the Arkansas Academic Challenge Scholarship please stand. You may be seated. In addition to those already recognized, many seniors have received scholarships and were asked to report their scholarships to the guidance department. Others have been awarded scholarships we were recently notified of by the donor organization. Will each senior please stand as your name is called and be seated as the next student's name is called. Audience, please hold your applause until the end of this portion. Jamie Abbott. Jamie plans to attend Ouachita Baptist University. She has received an associational SBU scholarship and a cross-church scholarship. Dino Andretti. Dino plans to attend Duquesne University, where he has received a Duquesne University Athletic Scholarship, the Lava Scholarship, and a Univision Athletic Scholarship. Bethany Bain. Bethany plans to attend the University of Arkansas Fayetteville. She has received the Carroll Electric Cooperative Scholarship. Adam Bolin. Adam plans to attend the University of Arkansas Monticello. He has received the University of Arkansas Monticello Scholarship and a Chick-fil-A Scholarship. Shannon Brown. Shannon plans to attend Oklahoma Baptist University. She has received the BGCO Camp Scholarship, the Oklahoma Baptist University Bison Scholarship, the Church Scholarship, the President's Academic Scholarship, and the Elks Lodge Most Valuable Student Scholarship. Haley Bumgarner. Haley plans to attend the University of Arkansas Fayetteville. She is a State Star Farmer finalist. Bridget Burton. Bridget plans to attend Oklahoma Baptist University, where she has received the Oklahoma Baptist University Bison Scholarship and Founders Scholarship. Dustin Cenobio. Dustin has received a Skills USA Full Ride Scholarship. Robert Crisp. Robert has received the Little Rock Film Scholarship. Unica England. Unica plans to attend Yale University, and she has received a Yale Scholarship valued at over $200,000. Caitlin English. Caitlin plans to attend Arkansas Tech University, where she has received the Arkansas Tech University Distinguished Scholar Award.
I'm Dave Klaus. I'm counselor for students with last names F through L, and it's been my pleasure to work with this class the last 3 years. Again, as I read names, you'll stand and then be seated as I read the next name. We'll hold our applause till the end. Cannon Gibbs. Cannon will attend the University of the Ozarks, where he has received a Commitment to Excellence Scholarship, as well as a Schwann's Scholarship. Olga Gonzalez has received an Arkansas Literature Scholarship to attend Northwest Arkansas Community College. Paulina Guzman. Paulina has received a Univision Media Scholarship to attend John Brown University. Arden Hall. Arden has received the Ouachita Baptist University Founders Scholarship. Peyton Hanby. Peyton will attend the Baylor University, where she'll receive the Baylor University President's Gold Merit Scholarship. Ashley Hutton. Ashley has received the State University of New York in Fredonia Presidential Out-of-State Scholarship. Natalie Irvin will attend the University of Arkansas Fayetteville and has received the St. Raphael's Women's Council Scholarship. Brittany Jackson. Brittany will attend the University of the Ozarks and will receive the Hury Scholarship. Allison Kujawa. Allison has received the Belmont University Academic Achievement Scholarship. Elizabeth Larson. Elizabeth will attend Oklahoma City University, where she has received the Presidential Merit Award, the Theater Design and Production Talent Scholarship, as well as the State Honor Thespian Scholarship. Madeline Littlefield. Madeline will attend Arkansas Tech University, where she has received a choir fellowship, as well as the Arkansas Tech University Distinguished Scholar Scholarship. Anna Lopez. Anna will receive a soccer scholarship. Rachel Lovell. Rachel will attend Arkansas State University, where she has received their Arkansas State Pride II scholarship. Molly Luster. Molly has received Mississippi College Academic Scholarship and the Mississippi College Music Scholarship. Join me in recognizing these students.
My name is Alan Hunter, and I have the students with the last name beginning M through R. Will Jonathan Martindale please stand? Jonathan plans to attend Oklahoma Christian University and has received the following scholarships: the Bow Chair of Gospel Preaching, Davenport Scholarship, M. Tippins Morgan Scholarship, O.C. Grant, Pass Academic Scholarship, William and Marilyn Simpson Scholarship. Talia Neal. Talia is planning to attend Tuscaloosa College and has received the Academic Scholarship and Athletic Scholarship. Bentley Olson Etches. Bentley plans to attend Bemidji State University and has received the Campus Honors Scholarship and the Presidential Scholarship. Jason Potts. Jason plans to attend Ouachita Baptist University and has received the Academic Scholarship and a Music Scholarship. Winston Rasmussen. Winston plans to attend Crowder College and has received an Athletic Baseball Scholarship. Thank you.
And I have the students whose last names start with S through Z. Will you please stand as I call your name? Lisa Skaggs will attend Arkansas Tech University and was awarded the Band Fellowship. Jordan Scott. She will be attending Harding University, where she has received the LADS or Leaderettes Scholarship. Braden Stevens will be attending Harding University and has received the Academic Scholarship, the Harding Carter Scholarship, and the Harding University Band Scholarship. Alex Stillwell be attending the University of Arkansas and was also awarded a Arkansas Governor Scholar Program Scholarship. William Tinney will be attending Christian Brothers University and has received the Engineering Scholarship and the President's Scholarship. Marion Trejo will be attending the University of Arkansas and received a scholarship for the Storms Orthodontics Essay Contest Scholarship. Landon Trollinger is receiving a scholarship from Cobb Van Tress. Katie Vitito will be attending the Career Academy of Hair Design, and she received a City Bowling Scholarship. Haley Wade. Haley will be attending Memphis College of the Arts, and she received the President's Scholarship. Dayanara Ward will be attending the University of Arkansas at Fort Smith and is receiving the Academic Excellence Scholarship. Jordan West will be attending the University of Arkansas and received a Lynn Hopper Memorial Scholarship. Ellie Williams will be attending the University of Arkansas and received the Springdale PEO Star Scholarship. Jerry Wood will be attending Ottawa University and received a football scholarship to play there. Kaylee Wright will be attending the University of Arkansas, and she has received the Debbie Mason Memorial Scholarship, the Springdale FFA Alumni, and a Tyson Achievement Award by KURM. Zach Vogel will be attending Arizona Christian University and has received a baseball scholarship and the Phoenix Award Scholarship. Elizabeth Woodard. She will be attending Arkansas State University and has received a scholarship from the Arkansas Gas Association. Let's give them a hand. On behalf of all the Har-Ber counselors, I would like to congratulate the senior class. To date, we know of an amount that is quite large that has been offered to this class, $9,128,222. Give them a hand. We've enjoyed working with you and we wish you the best.
While our seniors are preparing for their senior video, I have a couple of announcements. First of all, I would like to invite all of you to the commencement exercises on Saturday afternoon at Bud Walton Arena at 4 p.m. We will be arriving there around 3. Our students will be preparing for their commencement exercises. The University of Arkansas Police have asked me to announce that due to heightened security, that bags will be searched and all contraband will be confiscated. That includes any type of noisemakers. I would also like to announce that immediately following our work today, we invite you to be special guests to our yearbook signing, and we will meet in the auxiliary gymnasium for a time to receive and to sign yearbooks. And at this time, if you would, as we lower the screen and prepare for the senior video, we would also like to announce that immediately following the video, we'll have the alma mater, and then I will be dismissing you at this time. Thank you for your patience, and thank you, seniors, for yours. Almost. Come on. Hurry. Good job. Good job. Good job, girls. You did good too. Thanks.
This is how I show my love. I made it in my mind because I blame it on my ADD, baby. This is how an angel dies. I blame it on my own supply. Blame it on my ADD, baby. Sail. Sail.
way. It's gonna be hard enough for me to walk out these doors, but you're killing me. I love you. I think that's the thing I hope to walk away with from here with. I want you all to know that I truly, from the bottom of my heart, care about each and every one of you. It's been the best job of my life being in the schools. And working with you guys, it's an honor. It really is. And I'm just so humbled and blown away. Guys, this is God's work at hand right here. There's no other explanation. I bring that to work with me every day. It's what can I do today to make a difference, to make me better than I was yesterday? And God has led me to do the things that I've done. But you guys have been the one to do the work, so I thank you for being the best and most awesome school and students that I've ever had a chance to work with. Thank you.
Please stand for the alma mater. Are you going to play the music? Yeah, I hope. I'm not singing it. Is he going to play it? Come on. We salute the beacon of the west to all our sons and daughters. The Wildcats will pass every test with victory and honor. Har-Ber High, your praise be thine. May your name forever shine. To our school we will be ever true, and through the years support the Har-Ber blue.
Please remain standing as our class of 2013, and for the recessional, please remain standing as they exit for the class of 2013.